Hi folks, my name is Andrew, Wanna Crypto YouTube channel. You must subscribe or angry Russians will come for you. And now let's get to the topic. 2018 by right can be considered a year of incredible falls and ups of everything that has anything to do with the cryptosphere. A huge number of new companies, the market that resembles the ninth wave of Ivazovsky, and a pile of miners junk on eBay and other marketplaces. By the way, we'll talk about miners. Is mining important in 2018? We will analyze all the main arguments and talk about the future of mining. 2018 started with a crazy correction of Bitcoin. This event provided discounts on cryptocurrencies and dropped the price of equipment for mining. Despite this, the profitability of mining in 2018 is still in question. The concept of proof-of-work algorithm is quite energy-consuming and expensive, which leads to the possibility of abandoning this method. Such beliefs were strengthened after Vitaly Buterin also brought up the same problem. By the way, more details about the algorithm you can learn in my next video. When the Ethereum is completely switched to proof-of-stake, the ETH mining on video cards will stop. As Vitaly said, now there are not a lot of programmers working on the code at the moment, so a full update of the protocol can take from 2 to 5 years. The alpha version of the new protocol was released in January, but the final release date for Casper is unknown. Consequently, the owners of farms have no reason to worry about the prospects of Ether mining disappearing very soon. But the relevance of mining on video cards doesn't depend only on the Ethereum. There is a mass of cryptocurrencies that are not going to abandon proof-of-work: Monero, Zcash, Etherium and others. Anonymous cryptocurrencies are especially appreciated in darknet, which means that Monero and Zcash miners will always be needed. Therefore, this year's mining will remain as relevant as in the previous year. But this is only for the holders of farms. But what if you haven't got farm, but you have money and desire to mine on video cards? Firstly, it's worth waiting for information and test on the GPUs of the 20th generation of NVIDIA. They were announced, but there is a little information to draw any conclusions. After all, you need to know if there are any striking differences between the current generation and if it will be more profitable to buy GTX 2080 cards at a low price or go to eBay and buy a farm based on 1060s at the price of one model 2080. Special mining video cards I would ignore completely due to low life expectancy and the impossibility to sell them, because they are suitable only for mining due to lack of video output. Secondly, the ROI of the farm, due to the complexity of the calculations, is growing, and if not so long ago this indicator was equal to 6-9 months, now it's about 1 and 1.5 years, and this is provided that you do everything competently enough. And then finally, the ASIC miners on their own chips, which can give you out an extraordinary calculation capacity compared to video cards. However, they are usually aimed at only one coin, such as ASIC Bitmain Antminer A3 for SEA mining. It has a hash rate of 815 GHz per second by using the Blake-to-be algorithm. For comparison, one graphic card gives out up to 3 GHz per second. Beginning to mine in 2018 is possible, and waiting for a new generation of cards is not worth it. Video cards can always be sold to gamers or reconfigured for the extraction of other coins, while specialized ASICs don't have a similar airbag. But at the same time, it's necessary to be ready for a long ROI period of the farm, and probably to a substantial decrease in prices of your hardware after a year. And now let's take a closer look at mining with ASIC. Prices for ASIC miners have fallen in comparison with the end of 2017 by approximately 20–30%. It is important to know that the ASICs are characterized by a short period of operation, up to 9 months, and rapid obsolescence. A vivid example is Antminer S7, which was released in 2015 with a 5 terahash per second. And a year later the market leadership was captured by the new Antminer S9 with a capacity of 14 terahash per second, which resulted in a decrease in the profitability of the old equipment. At the moment there are new concepts of ASIC equipment for Bitcoin extraction with a 16 terahash per second rate. ASIC miners can be purchased from the factory. The method is to get the most up-to-date equipment and pay for it in record time due to a higher hash rate than other miners, then sell the miners on the wave of popularity, then wait for new release and resume the cycle. An example of such method could be seen in January this year with Antminer A3. The yield of Antminer A3 in the first days after release reached $25 per day. Now it has dropped to $15. The disadvantages of this method are the overpriced purchase due to the intermediaries and the need to very fast delivery, and God forbid delivery will have problems. In the autumn of 2017, miners who made pre-orders for Antminer D3 got into a lot of problems. The catch was that in the period after the equipment was released and before the ASICs were delivered to the majority of ordinary miners, the profitability of production in the Dash network decreased from $250 to $6. Soon this equipment was removed from production altogether, and at the moment the profitability of Antminer D3 is $4 per day in the Dash network. Many happy owners had to flip the Antminer D3 for maximum overclocking and reducing power consumption. Purchasing cheaper computers is less risky, but the output of the new series will be beaten by the profitability of the device each time. Often there are dishonest sellers who sell used ASIC that malfunctioned or lack of warranty due to incorrect overclocking. Care must be taken to check the operation of the device directly on site. And they are noisy, like very noisy. The only reference point I have is a Soviet vacuum cleaner Typhoon. Summarizing, I want to say that I don't recommend getting into mining unless you have a good pile of money and are ready for risks. True story, my neighbor bought a gaming PC with the best components one can get and began to mine on its one GTX 1080. And he barely gets enough money to cover the bills for electricity caused by the work of his computer 24/7. And don't ask me how he managed to construct cooling for that monster. Therefore, I recommend getting acquainted with all aspects in advance and consult with the truly knowledgeable people. Soon I will make a video about what else can be used to mine except of video cards. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, this helps me out a lot. I'll get further into the crypto world and bring more information to you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!